Welcome to some random casual gameplay. World of Warcraft, Season of Discovery, again, where you normally get skills you normally wouldn't get until much later into the life of WoW, or that you would never get. For the first time ever, I think, I did 2 videos on my Tauren Shaman. Now I'm starting to play around with the Dwarf Hunter. I am still on the same server, okay, the normal one. And this is kind of like this thing where I'm having a blast with my druid. He's my main. I had been playing the seasonal, or not seasonal, the 30th anniversary, no, the 20th anniversary of WoW. The classic era again that's going to be going into the Burning Crusade. I just don't know if I want to go back to that. Honestly, I don't know. It's such a slow grind, and I feel like if I could play a few characters in seasonal with all the runes and all that, it's just making it more fun for me. So right now, I am I am west of Orgrimmar, west of the Barrens, and I'm in Stone Talon Mountains. Ashenvale is right here. There's that little cave that I actually went through to come in. Typical Windshear Crag, and I came up here, and I gotta do some stuff. I gotta do some slaying. That's pretty much it. Don't really have anything exciting to share other than that. Been playing Path of Exile 2. Been watching the news. You know, just all the crazy stuff going on in the world. And like I said, for me, I do enjoy talking about it. I have a dedicated channel for the really crazy stuff. But when it comes to just games, for the most part, not always, I do tend to try and keep it on point here. But if I could pull an Asmongold, I would. Talk about anything, millions of views, right? Doesn't matter if it's World of Warcraft. Doesn't matter if it's a war going on somewhere. He'll get just as many views, no matter what he's talking about. Believe me, if I could do that, I would. But for me, I felt like separating the channels were a bit better. Unless, of course, it's just once in a while, and I'm just rambling about some random stuff. Because with these, what I call gamer vlogs, I do want to be able to naturally talk about anything and not just the game that I'm talking about. Man, this bear is really hungry. He's always looking for extra fish. Could it be that the low-level fish is not as satiating as it once was? I don't know. I really don't know. But at 24, he gets a new claw and a new rake that I got from taming another bear. And yeah, some other animals had, and then I had to grab the wolf for bite, I think, and stuff like that. Yeah, then you use that animal that's got the high ranking whatever skill, and then you end up learning it, then you give it to your pet. So I've always liked Hunter. I've always liked everything, to be honest with you. I just don't see myself really ever going to Berserk in Season of Discovery with more than yeah, it sounds like a lot, but 2 or 3 characters, because ultimately, when it comes to these alts, I don't plan on gearing them up. I just want to get them to 60, have some fun, maybe run the odd dungeon here and there, but it really is about the community going around and helping people that are questing. There's an elite. You're by the Raven Hill Cemetery and more Latham comes out, right? You just send your bear in there to chomp him in half. That sort of stuff. If you're on the druid, you throw some buffs, some heals, whatever. So for me, that's what it's about. And if I'm doing that, honestly, I don't need to be in full tier 2 or tier 3 gear to do that. Naturally, I could pull more, and I could do dungeon runs a lot better if I had, like, really, really solid gear. I just don't really care to do that. Mainly because it's time consuming. So if I could have just, like, if I could just have one really well-geared character, like, I mean really well-geared, or 3 mediocre geared 60s, I would rather the 3 mediocre geared 60s. Right? That's just my thing. Now, I don't know if I'm going to stick to to the hunter, as bad as that sounds. I do really like it, but at the same time, I'm like my druid. I could just go moonkin, and then I got the glyph of the stars, so I can remain in my humanoid form or my elven form. And then I could do range that way, right? So, whereas again, the hunter here, kind of ranged. Hey, I can grab him anytime now. But it is quite a different play style, but the end result is you're still doing ranged. Whereas the shaman, I'd be thinking to myself, in some ways it makes a bit more sense just for me, because like one horde, one alliance, right? One melee. That's kind of like a rogue, and then I can dual spec, which I did to balance, like I said. But then the shaman could do the same thing. I could do melee with actual physical weapons, with the whole Wind Fury thing and all that shit. And then I can go elemental. I could still heal people as well. So I'll have to see how that all plays out. I'm gonna have to go and level up my skinning. I'm at the full 150. And then my herbalism is only like around 82, 81. And I'm already in areas now where I can't pick up most of the herbs I come across. So that's a problem. So I am near 27. I think my shaman is only like 21 or 22. My hunter, naturally, is leveling up quite fast. Very little downtime. It's really, really fun to be on something that does level up so fast. The druid not leveling up so fast. Plus, it's not like I'm pumping in dozens of hours a week on my characters either, right? I mean, I should. But ultimately, in the end, I just want to have fun. Which is what's happening here. Again, Path of Exile, been very difficult. I've been leveling up some characters there. I have been playing the new... Well, not the new. Raft, like the real one, by Oxalot Games. It's now on console. I've been playing that a little bit. Been making a couple of videos just to kind of showcase the game. Same thing with Indiana Jones. Haven't really missed playing that game, no offense. I'm not really liking the controls with the controller. Doesn't feel perfectly smooth. I've been playing around with the dead zones a little bit. I don't like using mouse and keyboard, honestly, if I don't have to. Here I'm using it because I predominantly don't really have a choice, right? But it's never going to be as comfortable as just sitting in my chair and using a controller. Again, showing the monotony sometimes of trying to get a quest done. Good thing that they respawn quickly. Waste of a poison arrow, whatever it's called, serpent sting. But I don't really care. Don't be looking at me. These things respawn really fast. I remember grinding on these for a while, several years ago. So I leveled up. I don't know when I level up. No, your pet doesn't necessarily get a level, because they have their own level bar, of course. So I have been putting points into just raw extra damage and then like extra critical strike chance. I've been kind of like balancing it out a little bit in this department here. Gonna pump that up a bit. Yeah, so ideally I think what I'm gonna do, like I said, long term is the druid for alliance, and then the shaman, the Tauren shaman for my horde alt. It kind of really gives it a different flavor, more so because you're playing the opposite faction, different flight paths, right? Different towns. Just kind of keeps it a little bit more interesting. Not that this isn't. You know what I'm saying. Yeah, definitely that's a high spot there. Reminds me of that spot in Thousand Needles on the east side of it, right? You can go up that cliff, and there's a plethora of them, of these things. What's interesting, and I don't remember the quest, and I don't know if they nerfed it, it was like 15, 20 years ago. There was this quest where it was like, you know, kill said creature, and it could drop a quest item. And then I would go in a completely different zone, and it would have a similar enemy of the same level, roughly. And guess what? It also dropped that quest item. Not exactly a common thing to happen. Oh, would you hold aggro? You're a bear. You even have growl, well, growl 3. Actually, let me see something. Yeah, he's got to be 24 to learn those two. I think growl 4 is, gonna be at the pet trainer, like NPC, and I'll have to learn that. I just don't know at what level that's at. It's been so long, right? Come on, level up. Oh, you're almost there. Oops. I wonder... Man, I'm itchy today. I wonder if after this we're going to end up grabbing the flight path. Almost done. Want a little snack there? There you go. Well-deserved little treat. Nice crit. Yeah, I didn't like that. It came right for me. It's like, you are the mighty powerful one. But we might end up getting that Stone Talon Peak flight path. Probably won't take us that long to get there, especially with my really fast you know, this thing here. Come on. Fuck it. I ain't got time for that shit. I just want my loot. Quiet today. Not a lot of people around in this area. I'm used to, like, by now. Hey, hey, hey. Focus. I'm at least running into a couple of people. Haven't seen anybody. Although I was AFK earlier. And then when I came back, it said that Dijin or something, like, smiled or waved at me. There we go. Bite. Claw. Greater armor. Greater stamina. And that'll be it for now. I think it's just the one more. Sometimes I just don't care and I stay in aspect of the cheat. I know that that'll drive some people crazy, but I don't care. Excellent. Because now this way I feel like it's going to complete the video much nicer. Even though he's max level loyalty, I'm telling you, he wants more food from me than my cat. Just a real glutton. The beast. Too bad you can't tame them. As far as I know. Cannot be tamed. I really love the part near Stone Talon Peak. It's so relaxing. Now, like I said, a lot of the games I've been playing lately, kind of been going through the motion, checking them out quickly. Rinse and repeat. I haven't even bothered making videos on Indiana Jones. I think it's a great game. It's a lot of fun. I'm probably going to play it after this, to be honest. I actually forgot I had it on Game Pass on my PC. But it is what it is. It hasn't been enough so far to really pull me in and make me miss it to the point where I want to be aggressive with it. Whereas this game, somehow... Exactly. Little coffee action. Now we're transitioning from this brown area. I always love this here when you look back. A lot of people don't realize this. Just how blue the sky gets. Like, that just looks awesome. I love it. Anyways. Yeah, I'm probably going to do a little Indiana Jones, and then after that, I'll probably come back. I'm not going to record it right away. And I will play some Tauren Shaman. I want to get to the point where I get my wolf sooner than later.
Fantastic! you're nice.
Huh? She gives me the mark of the wild on my bear, probably figuring, well, that's the one that's going to be taking the ass whooping, not you. So I don't get the mark of the wild. Most people will either buff you or not buff you. Very rare that they'll do your pet. I do both because I'm that kind of druid. And when you come here on Horde, you can actually fight these. They're a part of a quest. I love the music. It's just... Let me make sure that I didn't turn it down. Okay, good. Well, I mean, I did, but 50%'s my usual so that you can hear me properly. Because that's important, right?
The loon be with you. Goddess watch over you.
Oh, it's the end of the guide. Wow. Okay. I am curious to know, where do we go from here? Where should we go? So this is what we just completed. I was just there. I skipped Darkshore. Oh, back to Ashenvale. And then the wetlands, and then Duskwood again. And then Red Ridge Mountain again, which that's where I'm at, but we're gonna do some... Yeah, anyways. Stone Talon Mountains. Sorry, Red Ridge Mountain. Yes. So I got Red Ridge and Stone Talon Mountains mixed up. They both have mountains. Yeah, we'll do Ashenvale. There you go. Fly to Ashenvale. Oh, that's the innkeeper there.
My goods are of the highest quality.
Are they now? Interesting. I don't have the level 25 razor arrows here. That's interesting. No razor arrow. Well,
A shot fell out.
screw you by giving me the shitty ones. I think they have some in Ashenvale. But at least we got the flight path.
Hello, light your path.
I'll do the flight path. A couple minutes. We're gonna enjoy the view. And then after that, that'll be the end. That'll conclude the video. Can you get here to that spot? Where is this again? Sometimes there's plate like that hut there. Zoran Strand. Oh yeah, you probably can. Yeah. Looking at those mountains, I don't think there is a way for you to actually get there. Remember now, Classic, you were never able to fly. I've said this a billion times. That's why I like doing the flight paths. Oh, I love this game. It's just so familiar. Zoram Strand for the Horde. And there's that Night Elf NPC that's always getting its ass kicked. Exactly. And then, of course, Ashenvale. I really hope they have the arrows I want. Because that would be a bit of a piss off. Oh yeah,
Brings you
that quest that I was doing that whole time, that was actually the
Farewell.
NPC that sent me on that wild goose chase. I'm just gonna check the arrows and then I will bid you all farewell. Better have it.
Greetings.
There we go. There we go. Level 25. Razor arrows. Alright, so that's gonna be it for me. Thumbs up as always if you liked the video. It does greatly help support the channel. Thumbs down if you didn't like it. I'll bend it in half, twist it. Oof. Break one of these things off where the sun don't shine. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, I mean, naturally, that would be great. But if not, thanks for stopping by anyways. Take care, and if I'm lucky, maybe I'll see some of you in the next one. Bye for now.